Hey everybody, I'm out scouting out a new spot today. I got a nice plowed field here and just wanted to see what was here. There's a couple little signs, some little pieces of brick and pottery, and I'm out for a site that's in the area here, and I just don't know if this is it or if it's somewhere else, but time will tell. It's about 80 degrees, 80 something degrees, maybe 85 degrees. It doesn't feel too hot though. It's got a nice breeze and it's not too humid out here. So I'll get at it and I'll show you what I found. Well folks, I've got a marble here on the surface. First real find of the day. It's not very old. Probably 1940s or 50s. Well, this rang up like a silver coin, but I figured it probably wasn't. It's an aluminum button of some sort. So I think I've got my answer on how old this site is, but because things can have multiple occupations, I'm going to stay at this for a little while here until I know for sure. All right, keep digging. Well, folks, I just walked up on another marble. In the absence of other finds, I will certainly take these. It's not damaged at all by the plow. Actually, it does have one little ding there, sadly. But, all right. Well, folks, I think that may be a clay pipe. Yep, that's what's left of one. So that's got some age on it. I don't know, maybe I'm not ready to give up on this spot quite yet. Well, here's a third marble on the day. Perfectly white porcelain, not torn up by the plow. Well, I just broke a clod and out popped this. That is an 1800s smokehouse lock dust cover, keyhole dust cover. There are some earlier signs here. I'm going to give it a little more time, but I haven't found anything really good yet. Back at it. Well, folks, now this, see that edge there? I'm wondering if that is a mechanical pencil in silver. It certainly looks like it could be. I bet you that's what that is. Yeah, I bet that's a piece of a mechanical pencil. Yep, rings pretty high. That's cool. So that's an older find. That's probably 1800s or early 19s. Nice. All right, back at it. Hey folks, I think I figured out this site. There's an old house that's set back on this side. And signals are more scarce but older. There's more stoneware and some other things that are kind of Reconstruction era or a little later. And then on this side there was like a 1930s 40s house, and it's really trashy, but the sites bleed into one another, so it's kind of like you gotta hunt kind of both of them. So I'm gonna stay at this a little longer, do a couple more rows in here and see what I can find. Hey everybody, I got a black glass button here. It looks late Victorian, but it could be as late as 20th century. Nope. It has the remains of the brass shank, so that's a Victorian black glass button in perfect condition. These were often worn as mourning buttons. So that's a great sign here in the older half of this site. All right, keep digging. Well folks, I just flopped out the first coin here, and it's nickel sized, but it's on the new side of the site, so I'm worried it's a Jefferson. However, let's play the nickel guessing game. Nickel guessing game. Let's see what this thing is. Ooh, it's looking pretty smooth. That's a good sign. What are you? Wow, it's slick. That's maybe gonna be tough to tell. Oh, do I see lines down there? Is that a worn out shield? crazy. That just shows how much these sites are mixed. Yeah, that's a worn out shield nickel. I'm almost positive. Either that or it's something really funky and weird. But I think I'm seeing lines at the bottom there from a shield. There's a possibility it could be a token. I mean, it's hard to know. It's really hard to know, hard to tell. But I'm maybe leaning towards token now. Token, guessing game. All right, we'll check it out when we get home. Well, I got more marblage. More marblage here. Can you be whole? Are you damaged? Doesn't look damaged. Ooh, nice. Oh, it is damaged. It's chipped right there. Oh well. Got a bottle here sticking out of the ground in the newer part of the site. Is it whole or not? Nope. It is broken. Darn. Well, folks, I think I flipped out a cool relic here. That looks like a keyhole cover. Yep, from a smokehouse lock or similar. Could be from a trunk. It's kind of nice, interesting shape and perfect condition on that. So I'm pretty pleased with that item. It's definitely old. Cool. Neat shape that I haven't found before out of hundreds and hundreds of these types of things. Great. I'm really pleased with that. All right, keep digging. Woo! Now, folks, in the older part of this site, I've got what appears to maybe be, yeah, it's a flat button or a civilian button, 1830s, 40s button. See if there's anything on the face. It's just got a design, I think. Yeah, but happy to have that. It just shows that this site is older over here. Yeah, good. Good more of this type of stuff. So just had to give it a little persistence today. Let's see if it pays off. All right, good deal. Keep digging. Well, folks, I don't know whether this is a child's tea set piece or the bottom of another item. I'm gonna flip it over. No, it looks like it was the bottom of a cup, teacup or something. Okay, cool. Moving on. Well, folks, my energy has flagged on this site. I am, I figure about 3 hours of time. I don't have a whole lot to show for it that's exceptional, but I'm going to change sites here. I'm going to move this to the backup, you know, make it a backup site. I just have a hunch that there's something good here, but I don't have the mental fortitude to find it today, so that's fine. And I'm gonna head somewhere else and see if I can find some treasure there. Well, folks, as you can tell by the sugar cane, I am in a different spot, and I'm gonna check this out here and give it a try. It's a little wet down in the bottoms of some of the rows, but I'm gonna deal with it. And yeah, time for the second side of the day. Let's just see how this all goes. Stay tuned. Well, folks, I love drainage ditches because you can tell where things wash. You can tell where things are going to congregate, where, you know, those rocks are right there. That's where things are going to congregate that wash in. It also exposes things as it washes the sides down. Every heavy rain here. And there's a marble. I got marblage. Let's see if this one's in decent shape. Yeah, looks like it is. Cool. I like it a lot. Keep digging. Well, folks, let's see what we have here. What is this? You know, I bet that's a shoe tip. Folded over like that. Probably has all the hobnail holes in there. Cool. I'll unbend that at home. Keep digging. Well, folks, I just flopped out what looks like a two-piece button. What's the front? What's the back? I don't know. Tell me what you are. Huh. I think that's the back, and this is the front. But gosh. Oh, you know what? I think I can maybe see a wing over here. I think that's a Civil War eagle button. That's the orientation of it with the wings and the head. Cool. I will definitely take that. Woohoo! Keep digging. Well, folks, most people would say, oh, that's a drawer pull or something. But the clue here is that reeded edge and the screw threads there. That is a top from probably a powder tin or a larger powder container, or it could be a top from burning oil or kerosene or something. And it's probably mid-1800s, I would guess. So I like that find a lot. It's pretty cool. All right. Well, I like this find. That is a perfect wrought iron strap hinge, and it's not destroyed, and it's in good shape. I love that find. That's an early hinge. Wow. Cool deal. Well, folks, I got a hot comb here. It's a real good signal. It's such a telling relic. Really interesting. Cool. Well, folks, out of this hole I plopped this. I don't know what it is. It reads high. It reads like a dime. It's thin. I don't know if it could be I think it's too thin for a large cent, but it's about the right size. It's some sort of copper, some sort of foreign copper, some sort of token. No clue. No clue. It's pretty dry. I think it's probably a token. I don't think I should mess with that anymore until I get it home. I almost see some design coming through. Yeah, I bet that's a token of some sort. All right, keep digging.